Heyo! All we own are our own cells. My Little Pony is copyrighted to Hasbro in the Hub.
So please don't sue us.
Hey Steve, I noticed something interesting about some of the younger affiliates.
Oh, so we're taking a break from the main six?
Well, yeah, I mean, did you notice that some of the younger affiliates don't even have their cutie marks?
Well, sometimes takes, well, time to discover or develop your special talent.
There's actually something interesting about that. Watch this.
Let's quiet down, please. We have a very important lesson to get to. Thank you. Today we are going to be talking about cutie marks.
Boring.
You can all see my cutie mark, can't you? Like all ponies, I wasn't born with a cutie mark. My flank was blank.
Aww, she's so precious.
Then one day, when I was about your age, I woke up to find that a cutie mark had appeared.
Look at her hair.
Yes, I know, but honestly, that's how every pony was wearing their mane back then. I had decided to become a teacher, and the flowers symbolized my hope that I could help my future students bloom if I nurtured them with knowledge. The smiles represented the cheer I hoped to bring to my little ponies while they were learning. Now, can anyone tell me when a pony gets his or her cutie mark?
Oh! When she discovered that certain something that makes her special.
That's right, Twist. A cutie mark appears on a pony's flank when he or she finds that certain something that makes them different from every other pony. Discovering what makes you unique isn't something that happens overnight, and no amount of hoping, wishing, or begging will make a cutie mark appear before its time.
What?
Apple Bloom, are you passing a note? What could be so important that it couldn't wait until after class? It's blank.
Reminds you of any pony.
Anyone hating Diamond Tiara right off the bat?
Oh, well, children are cruel. What do you expect?
Now, as you all might remember, Apple Bloom may be one of my favorite side characters ever. You remember why? Well, let's take a look back to the first review. And I think my absolute favorite is Apple Bloom. Why, you may ask?
Aren't you gonna stay for brunch?
How can you say no to that face? It burns! That's one way. Really, Steve?
What?
Really?
Come on, there is such a thing as too cute. You know that.
With Apple Bloom, I don't think so. And she gets even cuter in this episode. As you've seen, this episode is all about cutie marks and how ponies get them. Quite obviously, the main six already have theirs, so this episode actually goes off them for a while. I personally think it was a good move on the part of the show's creators. You know, focusing on some of the other important characters that aren't quite in the main cast. And Apple Bloom's a good place to start.
Especially since, although it does maintain relevance considering how close she is to one of the members of the main six.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's not forget, she's Applejack's sister.
Little sister.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, she gets even cuter in this episode. How, you may ask? Well, when she complains about wanting her cutie mark, how does she react?
There's a cute scenario this afternoon, and every pony in my class will be there, and they'll all have their cutie marks. And I want to get my cutie mark, but I'm no good at selling apples, but I really want to go to the party. But how can I go to the party if I don't have my cutie mark, which my big sister says I'm going to get eventually, but I want it now!
How does that not tug at your heartstrings?
Probably because the volume's turned up so much, or is it just her?
I have no idea. Anyway, yeah, it would bring me to tears if my tear ducts hadn't dried up long ago.
That's what he says.
Okay, so maybe they are just anyway. The point is, well, we basically heard the basic gist of Apple Bloom's current dilemma. Yeah.
She wants her cutie mark, she wants to be like everybody else,
And her
And-
friend at the time, Twist, already got hers. Turns out she's good at making sweets. And we actually do get a good idea of what Apple Bloom's talent might be later on in the series. We'll get to that episode later.
Of course.
It's not one of my favorites, but we'll get to it later. But, well, she's trying a lot of different things to earn her cutie mark. I mean, can you blame her? Everyone else seems to have her cutie mark but her. So obviously she'd want to try as many things as possible. This also leads to her trying to get some help from Pinkie Pie. Now, you remember that whole incident with the baked bads back in Applebuck season?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. That really wasn't Pinkie Pie's fault. It was Applejack's. Pinkie Pie's actually a pretty good baker.
Yep.
And she shows it when she's trying to help Apple Bloom to make more cupcakes. And let's not even get into that crazy fan thing. That's just wrong.
Which fan thing?
The cupcake video. You know, with Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash.
Oh.
Let's just get into the cupcake song and move along.
Yeah.
I guess making cupcakes cutie mark could work too.
All you have to do is take a cup of flour, add it to the mix. Now just take a little something sweet, not sour, a bit of salt, just a pinch. Baking these treats is such a cinch. Add a teaspoon of vanilla. Add a little more and you count to 4 and you never get your fill of. Cupcakes, so sweet and tasty. Cupcakes, don't be too hasty. Cupcakes, 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 cupcakes.
Still trying to figure out how she does that.
Catchy song, though.
Yep.
Yeah, when it comes to making cupcakes and any other cake-based food, there's no one better than Pinkie Pie, except maybe the cake family.
Oh, true. Although they actually own the bakery.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, when Pinkie Pie calls in for outside help, it goes about as well as it did with Applejack.
Which is weird. You'd think she would have learned her lesson the first time.
Maybe help, you know, her whole talent is making other people smile, so what better way to make them smile than having them help out with baking things? I mean, come on. Have you ever seen anyone sad when they were cooking? I mean, sure, they're not always happy, but have you ever seen them sad?
Not officially, and to be honest, I have a hand at doing baked goods myself.
Yeah. Anyway, apparently all these treats are going to be presented at something called the Quinceañera. Huh. Didn't know they had something like that.
Well, I mean, with all the other pony-themed events and locations.
And boy, have I heard a lot of stuff from fan fiction alone. Anyway, let's not get off topic here. Well, we've heard early on about these two individuals called Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon. Not as bad as Trixie. Thanks, Celestia. Not as bad as Trixie.
Yeah, otherwise they would have been run out of town a long time ago.
But as it is, well, they're kind of stereotypical bullies when you think about it. Teasing Apple Bloom for the simple fact that she doesn't have a cutie mark on her flank.
Of course, that's been cutie mark is a big deal, though.
But when you think about it, fillies who don't have their cutie marks, well, fillies or colts who don't have their cutie marks are, well, just full of possibilities because we don't know what their talent is. Could be anything, you know? And that all gets into the Quinceañera when they get there. And we also meet, actually, this is when we first officially meet two young fillies who would become Apple Bloom's lifelong friends from thereafter.
As well as founding members of.
Don't give it away! Anyway, what's interesting is that by sheer coincidence, these same two fillies were huddling near Apple Bloom when Nightmare Moon first showed up. Kind of ironic when you think about it. Or something like that. Yeah, let's introduce Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo.
Yep.
Blank, blank. Blank, blank. You got a problem with blank flanks? I said, you got a problem with blank flanks?
The problem is, it means she's like totally not special. No, it means she's full of potential. It means she could be great at anything. The possibilities are, like, endless. She could be a great scientist, or an amazing artist, or a famous writer. She could even be mayor of Ponyville someday. And she's not stuck being stuck up like you two. Hey, this is my party. Why are you two on her side? Because... You don't have any cutie marks either? I thought I was the only one. We thought we were the only two.
I, for one, think you are 3 very lucky fillies.
Lucky? How can they be lucky?
They still get to experience the thrill of discovering who they are and what they're meant to be.
And they've got all the time in the world to figure it out. Not just an afternoon.
Wow, Apple Do you really think you can I wish I could be a scientist. Maybe I got my cutie mark too soon. Hey, what's every pony doing?
Snubbing you, Diamond Tiara. What does it look like?
Ah.
Yeah, wait. Was that the friendship lesson, or do we,
I think there might be a little bit more that we're missing out on, but,
let's take a look just in case.
So I was thinking, now that we're friends, we are friends, right? How could we not be? We're totally alike. We don't have cutie marks. Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon drive us crazy. Totally crazy. Well, now that we're friends, what if the 3 of us work together to find out who we are and what we're supposed to be? Ooh, we could form our own secret society. I'm liking this idea. A secret society? Yeah. We'll need a name for it, though. The Cutie Mark 3? The Cutastically Fantastics? How about the Cutie Mark Crusaders? It's perfect! This is gonna be so We're gonna be unstoppable! What do you say we celebrate with some of these delicious cupcakes? Not the cupcakes! Trust me. Let's see if there are any cookies! Yeah! Come on!
Dearest Princess Celestia, I am happy to report that one of your youngest subjects has learned a valuable lesson about friendship. Sometimes the thing you think will cause you to lose friends and feel left out
Can actually be the thing that helps you make your closest friends and realize how special you are.
Yeah, there it is. I was wondering.
Yep.
Kind of a nice touch to have Celestia read the last part of it.
Well, at least we get to hear the whole lesson.
Oh yeah, where was I? Anyway, this particular episode isn't among the best for us, but it is definitely a good one. As such, we give this particular, what was it, Call of the Cutie? Yeah, Call of the Cutie, 4 out of 6. And with that, I'm Martin.
I'm Sergeant.
And with that, we salute you. For a second there, I thought it jammed. Later, folks.